Well, Mark, great to catch up as always. Thanks for your time, and we're lucky to catch you because you're going to be busy over the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Calendar's looking pretty full, and a little bit of a road trip planned.
So tell us about these road shows and why the necessity for them, I guess.
Well, I guess the background is that we've the latest kind of information that we've got from Ministry for the Environment is that the Environment Select Committee is due to report back around the 27th of June, and on the proposed bills for the replacement of the RMA, and they are working towards the implementation of these becoming law, sometime around the middle of the year, and they're working, to set up various steering groups and committees in terms of planning the transition to the new law. And our position all the way along, of course, has been that we're opposed to the bills in their current form. Not entirely opposed to RMA reform as such, but certainly these bills, we see them as being more problematic than helpful in the long run. So that's the background. There's, that's kind of what's happening, and so the intention is, I guess, to try and raise public awareness a little bit around the RMA reform bills, in a similar way to what was done with regards to Three Waters, just in terms of applying a little bit of political pressure in this space and seeing if we can't either slow down the process or at least apply a little bit of political pressure into this space. So that's the aim that we're working towards.
One of the main issues is that you fear that the decision making will be taken away from the various regions.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess one of the things that is going to be interesting to see what happens is what the Environment Select Committee comes back with. And they're kind of in a no-win situation because one option is that they make relatively small changes, just improve some of the drafting and the contradictory aspects and tidy up some of the lack of clarity in areas. And so if they do that, the fundamental problems of having all environmental law bundled together in an expensive transition process, having regional planning committees take over various roles and stuff, and a high level of power allocated to the minister, those fundamental problems still remain. The other alternative is that the Environment Select Committee could make significant changes, but that's problematic in itself as well, because those changes then themselves are not subject to proper parliamentary scrutiny and consultation. So yeah, the expectation would be that one of the fundamental problems is that the regional planning committees remain in place, and that is one of our big concerns. Yes.
So the road shows begin this week. What will the farmers coming along see, or is it just basically a bit of a chat?
Yeah, well, it's a wider road show. So what we're doing with these is we're partnering with the Taxpayers Union. And so the Taxpayers Union did a similar kind of roadshow, I guess, with Three Waters. These are slightly more formal settings in that most of the events are in the evenings in local halls and other facilities and what have you. And the Taxpayers Union is doing a very extensive, probably I think about 30 stop tour in terms of really working to raise public awareness about these bills, and we're partnering with them in just 9 locations, key sort of rural towns, and inviting, I guess, a fairly wide cross section of the public to attend. So there'd be farmers and other business and community people as well. And so the aim is really just to explain what our concerns are. Is to focus on some of those key high-level issues, such as removing the decision-making around planning for transport, land use, and urban and stuff from our local councils and placing it in the hands of these regionally appointed committees. So that's going to be one aspect, but really it's just kind of answering questions and identifying what the key level or high-level concerns are that we have.